of the thousands of flowers that blossom on a tree, only a few will bear fruit. And out of those few fruits, insects and squirrels will eat some. The tree does not keep anything for itself. Does that mean that the life of the tree is wasted?
Hello and namaste everyone, this is me Priya, and once again I welcome you all into my space called Repeat or Evolve, where I talk about books and I give reviews and recommendations of books. So the one that I am going to review today is Mahashweta. Mahashweta is a Kannada novel which concerns a female protagonist, Anupama, and it is written by one of the most loved and widely read Indian authors, Mrs. Sudha Murty. The inspiration of the title of this book has been taken from the protagonist of Kadambari, which is one of the earliest Indian novels written by Bana Bhatta. The part of the Kadambari novel is dramatized on stage by Anupama as Mahashweta herself. The story of Mahashweta and Anupama can be found moving parallelly. Where Mahashweta is a beautiful princess, so is Anupama. And we find that the title Mahashweta truly justifies with Anupama in the way that she is truly an embodiment of goddess Saraswati. Though she is from a very poor family, she is no princess, but she has all the qualities of a princess. She is very talented, versatile, a Sanskrit erudite, full of life, calm, composed, polite and respectful towards others. But sadly enough, her life was never a fairy tale. Her perfections even didn't save her from the claws of a tragic life. This novel deals with the sensitive issue of vitiligo or leukoderma, and also the social stigma and prejudice that come with it. It's a very strong and moving novel. As the story proceeds, we find that Anupama gets married to an excellent doctor, a very highly educated man named Anand. Anand instantly falls in love with Anupama, seeing the very first sound and sight of her as Mahashweta. And he instantly decides that he is going to marry this girl and he is going to make her one of his own possessions. After getting married to Anand, Anupama feels as if her life has turned into a fairy tale and all her sufferings have come to an end. In spite of all the love shown by Anand, she doesn't feel at home in his house because her mother-in-law and sister-in-law treat her as a stranger. Their behavior is very shallow and cold towards her, mainly because Anupama was chosen by Anand as his life partner and she was not her mother-in-law's choice. Moreover, Anupama was from a very poor family, which adds to their antipathy towards her, and they always look down upon her. She tries to adjust with everything she goes through. She never speaks about such things, she never complains related to all such treatment or the behavior she receives from them. Her life becomes more sour and sorrowful when Anand leaves for England. She adjusts with everything, but her life crumbles down when she discovers a white patch in her foot. And that white patch is diagnosed to be leukoderma. She keeps it a secret, though she takes medication for the cure, but her white patch keeps growing. And one day, her mother-in-law sees her leave the clinic of a dermatologist and cross-examines her. She realizes that Anupama is afflicted with leukoderma. She hurls insults at her. The whole household treats her worse than a servant. Having left with no other option, she leaves for her native village. She seeks for all kinds of emotional help from everyone. But she ends up facing the social stigma of a married woman staying with her parents. I mean, amazing. Just a mark on the surface of a skin can bring such drastic and disastrous change into somebody's life. And you know what worsens it? The absolute blind-eyed superstition that prevails in our country. And the disease, we are so insensitive related to diseases, be it physical or mental, which can be actually cured, but it's dangerously misunderstood. Now I would like to quote few lines from the book which have deep insight. The line goes like, "Love is not a commodity that you can buy after putting it to the test. It is not something that you can buy after consulting others. It is not sold in the market for money even. When you see a man and your pulse starts racing, your blood begins to sing and you yearn to spend the rest of your life only with him, sharing his joys and sorrows." That is love. It is irrepressible. It cannot be crushed under any circumstances. Who he is or what his family is or where he works is immaterial to me. These lines are surreal, and this is all about love. Love doesn't ask for any validation. It doesn't depend on any outer beauty. It doesn't depend on any kind of show off or anything artificial. This is what is love, right? It's so natural and pure. Anupama is just like any other human being who fantasizes love and marriage. But all of a sudden, in a moment, her life changes. All the values, the promises of the institution of marriage, they all just shatter in front of her eyes. It just fell apart. She could not save her marriage. She could not hold back the love, or should I say, better half of her life. She was abandoned by Anand, who remains mute to all her distress letters. Anand, like from these instances, you can easily conclude that Anand married Anupama only for the sake of her beauty. And once the beauty of Anupama faded, she meant nothing to Anand. Now Anand is actually shameful of marrying a girl like Anupama because she is going to bring only defame to him. Defame in front of his peers group, in front of his colleagues, and in front of the whole community. But you know what? It taught Anupama a lot of things, I may say everything. The journey of her mental and social struggle begins here. And the moment you thought that she will succumb under the hardships of life, she simply rises like a valorous phoenix. I would not reveal anything further about the story because I want you all to relish the moment of reading this novel. The transformation, or should I say, the way she evolves in the story, the climax and the end is worth reading, experiencing and living. And mark my words, you will go through all such pain that Anupama goes through. I would like to thank Mrs. Sudha Murthy wholeheartedly for gifting us such a treasure called Mahashweta. The blow that she has brought about at the end, shattering the fragile and stereotype image of a woman, it is irrepressible. Trust me, this novel is going to stay with you forever. The language is so simple, lucid. And this is what is the magic of Mrs. Sudha Murthy. She touches the lives of every common man. Every common man can connect through her stories. It's a very beginner friendly book. And I am assuring you, you are going to fall in love with reading novels. Now let me tell you my experience about this novel. For me, this novel is not just about a disease or any kind of social stigma or prejudice. It talks louder about love, relations, relation with your parents, relation with your in-laws, relation with other members, with the society, and of course with your own partner. It talks about the values a marriage holds. Also, all the 7 promises that one makes at the time of marriage and the values that we talk about. It even focuses on the factor that how insensitive and inhuman we are with people at times. There are so many people in our society who are struggling every day with their own self. They are literally fighting with themselves because they cannot accept themselves. Now you just imagine how difficult it would be for them if we make it more difficult by pointing out at their shortcomings, any kind of physical abnormalities, or any such kind for which they tend to dodge people. Unless we go through such atrocities and ostracizations ourselves, we would never ever understand the horrific sufferings and pain that they go through in their lives. But yes, we can make few changes within ourselves and can make their lives a little easy. Just like being a little compassionate and kind, being less judgmental and accepting them as they are. But most importantly, what I feel is that we should treat every human being equally, irrespective of which religion we belong to, irrespective of the race that we come from, irrespective of our gender, irrespective of our color, whether we have any spots or any scars. We should be treated equally. We should be gentle with everyone. We should not treat somebody feel so ostracized in this society. We should not treat them as an alien. Why do we have to look at them differently? Why do we have to change our perspectives for them? They do not deserve this. Neither any possible human being on this earth deserves such kind of behavior or treatment. And only then we can make some place for them in this society, and only then we can make some place in our heart, and hopefully that would help them to get rid of their insecurities, all the kinds of shames that they carry on their shoulders, which is actually not real. It's man-made, and we are responsible for such kind of experience that they go through. I find myself unable to express my true feelings, and my words are not just enough to do justice with this novel. It is such a prized possession, so inspiring, compelling, and completely engrossing. So, what do I say? I just completed this book in one go mainly because the way it has been portrayed, the characters, the storyline, the climax, the way it flows. I can just describe in one word, it's unputdownable. And I would like to give you only one friendly advice. If you are someone who's driven by inspiration and inspirational stories, please mark my words, your search will end here. Each and every word penned down here by Mrs. Sudha Murthy is a personification of human determination and strength. So whether you are a man or a woman, it doesn't matter at all. This book is going to be a source of unending inspiration in your life. So live through it, grow with it. And I'm so glad at this moment that I could share this beautiful and priceless story with you all. And if you have liked this video, do share it with your friends and book lovers. If you have already read this novel, let me know below in the comment section. Your comments always make me glad and motivate me to come up with more such videos. This is me, Priya, signing off. So we'll meet in the next video with another story. Till then, do take care of yourself. Bye-bye.